Hello and welcome to Toadstool Tarot. My name is Robin, and if you're here for the first time, you might want to subscribe below, hit the like button and the bell for updates. I generally review tarot decks. Today I have something fun and different. It's not strictly speaking a tarot deck, it's actually a deck of very fun art playing cards. It's the Krampus playing cards, deck 2. If you're unfamiliar with Krampus, according to European tradition, he is St. Nicholas's sidekick, whereas St. Nicholas brings well-behaved little children presents at Christmas time. Krampus brings them punishment and misery. This deck of playing cards has 52 designs. So, strictly speaking, it's not a tarot deck, but anybody who can read playing cards can use these to read. And they do have 52 different fun images, even though they may not speak to you intuitively. So you may have to rely on the suit and rank numbers. But it's a fun little deck. The cards are sort of they're kind of a linen feel, but they're pretty flimsy. I mean, they're just ordinary playing cards. But I'm just going to run through the deck quickly. They do have, significant white borders like playing cards. But as I said, all the images, even though some look the same, they aren't. They're all different. And the image size looks about the size of one of the mini tarot decks. I suppose you could trim these and just make it a tarot deck, but it wouldn't have any labeling to go by then. So I'm just going to go through them very quickly so you can see the fun images. Anybody who likes dark humor or devils or Halloween type imagery will get a kick out of this. Of course, this is Christmas, not Halloween, but it's good for either holiday during that time of the year. I think these were probably drawn from vintage postcards. And I think the company that made these also does issue Krampus greeting cards. I'm not sure if they also issue a book of the images, but I had at one point found a book, it might have been Taschen Press, who did a book of Krampus, vintage Krampus images. I'm kind of amazed that there are so many of these, enough to make 2 full decks. this being the second one. This one actually arrived in the mail prior to the first one, and I'm making the video now, but I will probably wait to post it after I've received the first one and done a flip through of that deck. I got these on Amazon. They were very cheap. So don't expect high quality here. I think they were about $7 or $8 a deck, which is a bargain in my book, especially for this variety of images. Just a fun thing to have. For those who like cards and want a little bit more than just pip images on your cards. And you may or may not be able to use this as a tarot or oracle by reading from the images. But you can always rely on the card rank and suit. Of course, you all know that clubs correspond to wands, spades to swords, diamonds to pentacles, and hearts to cups. They do have court cards, but as in a regular deck, they only have the jack or knave, queen and king. So I'm not sure whether the jack or knave corresponds to the page or the knight that you'd have in a tarot deck, but you can research that on your own. I hope you can see these. They are a little bit small, and I'm not sure about the focus of my laptop's camera. My lighting's kind of screwed up, so they look a little washed out. They are pretty rich and vivid as far as the coloring goes, even though my lamp is kind of washing them out. And that's it, and there's two jokers, which correspond to the Fool, so you could use one as the Fool and the other one as a bookmark or something. There's a little explanation card about who Krampus is, and here on the back it lists 20 full color Krampus greeting cards with envelopes. That's a separate thing you can order. And Krampus, the Devil of Christmas, a 200-page book of vintage Krampus color postcards. That's interesting. So there you have it. That is Krampus Playing Cards Set 2. They are made by, edited and designed by Monty Beauchamp. Copyright 2017, published by Last Gasp. www.lastgasp.com. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. Ooh, spooky stuff.